Hey guys, welcome back to Owo's Corner. And I'd just like to say a quick happy holidays and Merry Christmas. At the time of recording this, it's the day after Christmas. And by the time I finish recording it, it's either still going to be a day after Christmas or it's going to be 2 days after. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the time it takes to draw. I see a lot of other artists taking only like an hour and a half to 2 hours to draw. There are some artists and YouTube artists I see, they'll post like 2 hours or an hour and 50 minutes whenever they're making a speed paint. I personally don't do that. I mean, drawing fast isn't really a bad thing. I've just noticed it that a lot of artists only take a few minutes to finish their line art, and then they spend like about half an hour or a full hour coloring and adding detail. And this isn't just like a cell shader or people who have, more cartoonish or anime like art styles. I see people who make photorealistic art and they use any color of art and they add color and detail within like at least on average 2 hours. I'm not trying to like throw shade or expose anyone. This isn't a video to like milk drama. It's just an assessment I've made and something I wanted to tell you new artists about. Now, to help you aspiring artists and animators out there, and partially to save my own ass from the drama, I will say that as you continue to draw, and the more often you draw, the faster you learn to draw. And that's not to say that you're cutting corners, but you're building experience with drawing with your drawing software, and you can do things faster and quicker. So these artists that you see sometimes in their speed paints, they've probably been drawing for a very long time, and they probably draw very often. Personally, when I draw, it takes me usually a whole afternoon to fully color. So like a portion of my day is gone because I'm spending that time drawing. It takes me, I want to say 3 or 4 hours to color. Sometimes I end up going back to my piece either later in the day or the next day to change things around because there are some elements of my piece that I don't like and I like to eat and I like to redraw it or take it out. I feel like I should say this because, I mean, I've been in the same position you guys have been in. I've seen other artists and I've seen them draw, and I sort of kicked myself saying why I couldn't draw as fast or why I couldn't draw as good. Just take your time. Whether it takes you a day, 2 days, or even a week, just take your time with your art. Take whatever time you need to work on it. If you mess up, if there's a part that you don't like, you can always go back and change it, recolor it, change the shading, anything. Don't scrap your art, because that's an issue I had. At one point, I was ashamed of how bad my art was, and I felt like I couldn't post it because I felt like what I wanted to achieve was not the same level as what I was producing. But just post your art. Posting your art really helps you. That's what I did. I just kept posting my art and I kept drawing and I kept taking my time. A lot of artists tell you to draw every day, and that's part of the answer, drawing every day or drawing very often. But what you should really be doing is you should be studying, and you should be, don't nitpick your work, but point out the stuff, point out the stuff in your work, point out the specific things that you don't like how you drew, and just focus on it, study it, redraw it or recolor it if you want to. And I would just recolor it. I would recolor my art and I would redraw my art until I felt at least a bit more confident, or I felt my art was more decent in that regard, in that respect. If you're on an art stream or a speed painter you like is only taking 1 or 2 hours to make stunning art, don't get discouraged. You just have to keep taking your sweet time, because every artist you see has been in your exact same situation. Everyone has been to a point where they either hate their art or they don't like it a lot, and they just kept drawing and they kept working on it. I mean, look at one of my first pieces compared to what I'm doing now. I mean, a lot of people tell me that I make good art and a lot of people like my art. And I like my art too, but I still see where I can improve. And I do improve. I do focus on the stuff that I don't like, and I try to fix it in my free time and with each and every future piece that I make. Because, you know, these artists that you're seeing that are taking 1 to 2 hours to draw, who put down the duration it took them to draw in their speed paints and in their works, they've been drawing for years. They've been drawing for 3 or 4, 5 years, some even longer than that. And you personally, you might have only been drawing for maybe a month or two. But hey, you know, you're gonna get to be there one day. And even if you're not drawing like stunning pieces in 1 to 2 hours, you can still take your time and still make amazing stuff, because it's not about the speed you take to draw, it's about the quality of your drawing. But like I said, this wasn't really like a drama video or an exposing video. This was just me noticing something and I wanted to point it out and, you know, share a bit of wisdom with you guys, and to share that information and to keep pushing you guys forward, because we all need someone to push us forward and to, you know, tell us when we're doing too much or we're overthinking. But anyway, that was it for this video. This has been Owo's Corner, my own little corner of art, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a happy holidays. Bye.